Good morning from a very beautiful but very dry Mopani. It is absolutely a stunning day today. Not a cloud in the sky, it's clear, it's crisp, it's going to be hot today, and we are headed for Xingwetsi for breakfast. The bush is so different in the mornings. It's fresh, there's dew on the grass, the sun's coming up, there's an expectation of seeing something. At midday when it's hot, it seems to be dry and lifeless, but in the mornings it's just beautiful. You can smell it, you can see it. The sun's reflecting off the little Mopani trees, and this is the time in the morning when we see cat. So we're headed slowly down the road, down to about 40 kilometers an hour, looking for those elusive cats that should be wandering near the road. The road stays warm during the evening hours, and so sometimes they will come and lie down on the road, so perhaps they'll be close by, we'll see. Even the dry, dead leaves on the trees seem to reflect the morning sun and give the bush a special appeal. And a flock of guinea fowl all over the road. And then in amongst the dry bush, a green tree, just here and there. Some of the trees react quicker to the first rains. The H16 that leads up to Xingwetsi runs along the river, and all the way along you have these little loops that you can take to look down into the riverbed, sometimes which can be very fruitful. On our left there's a giraffe just doing what it does.
He's eating that bush. Now look at that. Yeah. I can't understand him doing it. It's a thorn bush.
Down,
to pick it
up off the ground.
And he's eating it.
There's too much
his tongue.
down there.
He wants that bush. He loves food.
So there's a hyena den right inside this bush, and looks like there's some adolescents and a couple of the big females. A great little herd of buffalo on the right hand side here. Some little ones with it. There's a big old bull just staring at me with his huge boss and his horns just reflecting the morning sunlight here. Actually a very healthy herd. Do not like my scent, so I'm going to pull my arm back into the car so we don't frighten them off. It's really nice to see these buffalo up here, and there's a big herd of zebra we just passed back there too. So that means there should be some predators walking around. The lions follow the buffalo. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Well, that's what we heard anyway. And a couple of nice areas next to the road. There's a big one back there. He's got quite nice tusks, but it's right into the sun. This guy is getting a little attitude towards us. He doesn't like us yet. Now, as we've been traveling north, the bush has really improved. Looks like it had rain here, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a few puddles in the bush, which we've seen, puddles of water. The grass looks damp. And the grass does look damp, yeah.
And there's game. We've seen probably 3 nice herds of zebra. We've seen the buffalo.
Elephant. Impala.
Yeah, we just saw
Impala,
some ellies.
too.
Yep.
Kudu, we just saw kudu as well. So it's definitely looking up.
It's looking nice up here.
Yeah.
And another small herd of buffalo. Not a lot in this herd, but their cows and their calves. And there's probably some in the bush that we can't see. But there's a big bull over there, with a huge boss. And they're nervous too. They're very skittish up here. There's some back there, but I think they're elephants. Are those elephant or are those buffalo? Oh, they are buffalo. Yeah. There's more further back that we can't see, but yeah, this is quite a nice little herd. So far it's been a great morning. We've seen a lot of game. Just saw a beautiful Nyala bull. Couple of herds of buffalo. We've seen a lot of zebra, and the bush is looking great up here. I mean, really good. There's a tinge of green in the grazing, in the grass. There's some leaves on the mapani, but it's just looking lush. It's looking great. Just take another one of these little loops. Look down into the river. There's a lot of water in the river. It's nice. It's lots of water. Lots of spoor. Looks like elephant have been drinking down there. And there's green grass on the edge of the river.
Nice crocodile ceiling.
A lot of Egyptian geese down there.
The croc line.
Crocodile.
Can you see it, Linda?
Oh, look on this tree. Look on this tree here.
I don't know if you can see that clearly, but there's a roller. And it looks like it's got babies in that tree, that red tree there. Such a beautiful bird.
This is the road from Shingwetsi to the Kannidood Dam, and we're going to go and check out the dam, look at it, see. It's been a long time since we've been there, and hopefully see some elephants swimming.
Take a deco.
And my co-driver, yeah, doing her thing, insisting we go to the dam on this dry, desolate road.
We're not so dry.
It's not so dry. We're going to take a deco.
We're going to go and take a deco at Kannidood Dam. So far the road is pretty good. Looks like it was graded recently.
Yeah, it could be. Could have been graded.
Yeah, it's not, I mean it's corrugated, but it's not that
No, it's not so
corrugated.
bad.
And with the Prada, with the wheels down at 1.8, it drives like a dream over this. Although the Mapani has not started shooting yet, the grazing is really good and it's turning green. So great for grazers, not very good for browsers at the moment. But some of the shrubs have started shooting and the Mapani will follow shortly, so it won't be long before we have nice new green Mapani leaves for the browsers. As we get nearer to the river, the vegetation changes a little bit. And there's even water down there, and there's lala palms, some tall Mapani. Beautiful fever trees. Another one. Wow, that one's yellow. Well, we drove the 11 k's to the Kannidood Dam and discovered that Kannidood is no more. This used to be the dam, and that used to be the wall. The concrete has been chopped up and piled up on the side over there. So I guess, as we would say in Afrikaans, Kannidood is no heeltemal dood. A little bit of water there, but other than that, the dam is gone. And you can see how the flood waters that washed away that wall have actually washed chunks of concrete down as far as where these pools are. So it was quite a force that broke this wall and destroyed it like this. This is what is left of what was the dam. The water backed up all this way, and this was the Kannidood Dam, but like we said, it is no more, washed away by the floods, and this is all that's left. Just a sandy bottom that the elephants have been trying to dig for water in, and some kind of a thistle growing there on the sides, but that's it. No more Kannidood Dam. We're on our way back to Shingwetsi. So we have a little herd of elephant, and they are squeezing under the shade of that tall Mapani as best they can. Keeping the little ones, they protect them. There's a little baby there behind that one. But they are all bundled together underneath that tall Mapani tree, and just trying to get through the hottest part of the day. She's giving us a little ear flap there, just say, hey, listen, in case you think you're going to come bother us, you've got to contend with me. And her calf is right behind, you can't see it, but it's under her legs, right up against the tree. That's why she's shaking her head at us. But beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But we had a brilliant drive this morning down to Shingwetse. We saw a lot of game, and we just proved something. If you take your time just to look at the little things, you see so many awesome things. We saw a little roller this morning feeding its chicks in a hollowed out tree trunk down by the river, and beautiful, beautiful to watch. We also had a Kruger first today, and we've never seen this before. We saw elephants mating, and unfortunately we didn't recognize the behavior, the animal behavior beforehand leading up to this event. Otherwise we could have got much better video, much better pictures. We weren't ready for it, but I did manage to snap off a couple of pictures before the whole event was over. But unbelievable, an elephant mating. It's just one of those awesome and exciting things that Africa delivers and Kruger delivers. And if you take the time, we were just sitting watching elephant drinking, and suddenly this whole thing unfolded. So take the time, just sit and watch and enjoy. It's not all about cats, it's not all about predators. There's so much in Kruger that you can enjoy. And there's nothing like a good braai to finish off a good Kruger experience. One of our specialities here in South Africa is what we call broodjies. I guess a translation of that would be toasted sandwiches on the fire. But we take bread and onions and tomato and cheese. We make a toasted sandwich and we put it on the fire in a grid and cook it up like a toasted sandwich, and they are delicious. So, braai. So we do butter outside, onion, and tomato. Cut them in half so they don't all come out in one piece when you bite. And of course, it wouldn't be the same without some delicious cheese melted over the top. Braai, that goes on the grid. There we have them, braai ready to go. So the secret to these things is to just keep on turning them so they don't burn. Oh, look at that. Cheese melts, the tomato and onion cook, and they don't burn. That's the most important thing here. Perfect. There's a perfect braai. So tell me when last you had one of those. Eh?
Many moons ago.
And what
Absolutely
do you think?
delicious. Totally.